Guys, when I play PUBG Mobile, I think about it in phases, and typically there's 3 phases in the game that stand out to me, and I've labeled them, and I'll share that with you in this video. And you know, we'll talk about each phase and why I break them down into phases as we go along. But let's get started, guys. This is a viewer submission by DC Goat. He's one of Danger Close members, also a teammate. So let's get started.
Better DJ bring it back, tell them play that shit again, tell them turn up the bass.
Alright, so phase 1 is going to be the hot drop. Now in this particular phase, guys, this is where all the action happens. It's hot and furious. But now you don't always have to be a hot drop on your phase 1. Your phase 1 can be a safe drop if you wish. It just depends on how you want to play the game and if you're rank pushing and all that. But this particular phase, I always drop hot, and I'm always looking for a fight. So this is my favorite phase of the game. Now this particular phase of the game can make or break you right here, because you've got to survive. And typically playing solo and squads, which is what GOAT is doing here, you can die quite easily if they use their flanking ability on you. Third person is a lot easier to survive in solo and squads during the hot drop phase, but you know, sometimes your luck runs out. So this phase right here is the most entertaining, but also it could be the quickest death you get in the game. But I think it's worth it, guys. Ultimately, if you're playing this game, you should be playing it for the reasons to have fun and also to learn. Now GOAT missed that guy right there. I know you guys seen him. Really easy on a 24-inch monitor to see everybody, but GOAT plays on the phone, so you know it's kind of hard for him to see everybody. But right here, it's obvious he's got some bot activity here, and that's okay. But he's also got real people, and you have to treat each threat in this phase as if it were a real person.
Darkness, my friend.
Indeed.
I've come to talk with you again because
so right here, you know, GOAT Man's doing fine in the hot drop phase. He's having a good time. And we'll talk about the second phase here as he gets close to it. But right now, we're still in the hot drop phase. This phase will end once all of your targets end in the initial place you drop. So that'll be the end of phase 1 or the hot drop. But he's still got plenty of targets. I hear him. And guys, take in mind, GOAT is a tournament player, so you can take some notes as he's playing. He can kind of show you some moves. Now we're in phase 2, and this is the search and destroy phase. So GOAT Man had cleared out Paradise. That was the end of the hot drop phase. Phase 2 basically is that long stretch in the middle where you're just running around looking for targets, and that's why I call it search and destroy. Also, we'll refer to it as mid-game. And during this is the longest part of the phases, of the 3 phases. And basically in this phase, guys, you're just looking for targets. Targets of opportunity. You want to rack up a body count. Some people like to hide during this phase to wait out the time. You know, if that's your play style, that's fine. It's just not mine. And most of the people I play with are actively seeking targets. Now right there, GOAT, I think I would have used a sniper if you had one, but I'm not sure he has one. No, he doesn't. But this phase right here, you can live through this phase a lot easier, obviously, than the hot drop. The search and destroy phase, you can kind of keep safe if you need to. You can push the pace if you want to. You can still treat it as a hot drop and try to you know, try to push your luck, so to speak, to get a higher kill total. But if you're doing solo and squads, as GOAT is here, you just have to kind of.
I like this. This is cute. I want this inside of me.
That one gets me every time. I'm sorry. So right here, as you can see, Goatman is having a wonderful time. Oh, he did have a sniper. He had an SLR. Now, as you see, the intensity of Goatman's play here has not changed since the hot drop. He is absolutely pushing the pace here. Now, that's a body bot. And he knew that, and therefore he kind of, you know, he took a risk there and stood up. Not really concerned. But we're getting towards late game in the final phase, but we're not quite there. I usually around 12 to 10 players. I consider that the final phase in the game. But he's getting close to that phase right here. And once you get to that phase, guys, it gets really serious. But right now, he's still in the search and destroy phase, and it's okay. People are still actively pushing. And targets of opportunity abound. Now we're in final phase. As you see, we're under 10 players here.
Me.
Oh, wow. And in this phase, guys, I had to stop because I knew those memes were there. But in this phase, guys, this is where you slow down a bit. You slow down. As you see, Goat has acquired an AWM. You kind of slow down. You're trying to get the chicken in this phase. So you need to play this phase of the game a lot safer than you've played any of the other phases. Not sure what he's doing there with his little toggle, but he's having a good time. That's all that matters. But this is the most dangerous phase. The people that's made it to this point are the ones that you have to fear the most. They are patient, methodical. They could be snakes, depending on the map you're in. In Sandhawk, obviously, you've got plenty of snakes there. But still, you know, just be cautious in this phase. Try. Oh, there he went. There's a guy in there. Oh, it looked like a guy in there. Because this is the phase that you'll die the easiest. And obviously, you know, if you're rank pushing, guys, as long as you make it to this part of the game. Oh, yeah, there's a guy in there. You're going to get good rank. Nice nade. I mean, you know, because you're in top 10. You're fine. But if you're going for chicken, you just need to cool your jets, slow down your moves, be methodical about, you know, using your third-person peek. Try to scope in and look for targets, and be slow. Just be slow. Slow is fast. Play the edge of the circle, obviously, during this phase if you can. That's what Goatman's doing here. He's not going into boot camp unless it makes him, which it's going to make him now. Oh, nice, nice. Rush that second shot. You're all right, bro. Now he's going to have to go into boot camp. This could be kind of dangerous. There's lots of angles to cover in boot camp. You know, as you notice, he stayed outside until the circle made him go into boot camp because he had the He could just pick targets of opportunity off at great range. Utilize the smoke. I would definitely grab that smoke. Yeah, he's doing a little bag policing right now. And guys, this is for every game. This is for not just Sandhawk. This is for every map, every game. This is the way I refer to it, and this is not official. I mean, this is just my thought process. I break it down into 3 phases, and I keep it simple. I try to keep it simple. And I know that my play style adjusts once I realize mentally that I'm in a certain phase, especially final phase. I start playing a lot more conservative and a lot more passive aggressive. I'm not sure what that was, but okay. Alright, so there's 2 more players left here, guys, and it's probably a duo. But the thing is Goatman knows where one of them is, and there he's going to get a knock there, but he almost dies. He almost dies. That was rough. But he's lost the initiative here. Being that he took that snipe, he can't push the knock. And that kind of creates a little bit. Now he's got to kind of reset, regroup, and try to grab that knock again. Because 2-on-1, you know, it's not terrible odds, but it'd be nice if it was a 1v1. Look at this grenade. Come on, get somebody. He moved right there, just final second. Dropped his nade off. Scared him, I'm sure. Alright, so in this moment, guys, use your TPP to your advantage.
Clean and strong, you will hesitate at the moment of truth. You will not kill. You will become dead Marine. And then you will be in a world of shit. Because Marines are not allowed to die without permission.
And just like that, guys, Goatman wraps up this chicken dinner and the final phase of the game. And guys, let me know what you think about this video. If you agree or disagree on the phases, that's just my thing. You know, I break it down that way because, I mean, ultimately I find it, you know, in those certain phases I play a different play style. You know, the hot drop is where you play aggressively. Obviously, mid-game is kind of in between. You can play passive-aggressive, or you can actively seek targets to, you know, seek and destroy. And I play aggressively as Goatman does during that phase of the game. But once we get down to the final circle or final phase in the game, I slow it down. I slow it down, and I methodically look for targets, try to take them down, because ultimately, guys, we all want the chicken dinner. So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. And also, guys, check out my Instagram and Twitter. Definitely give me a follow and keep in contact with me that way. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I am out of here.